Hey, what's going on, everybody? Your boy DJ Serimanos. And last night, I was trying to test these out, but I lost power. So I kind of stopped it. Stopped my test. But let's go ahead and I'm going to give you guys a real quick, not a review, but just give you some good stuff on about this right here. I don't like the hissing. And I might send that back because of the hissing. So I'm not sure if that has to do with anything with the way I was comparing the other one, that it said it has that 3 decibel, you know. So I might have to send it back, or I'm gonna see if anybody else complain. See right here, it has it says frequency below 50 hertz is reduced by 3 decibels. And then over here, the one I got, the BF1B, it doesn't reduce it by 3 decibels. So I'm gonna have to look into that and see if anybody else complained. But the reason why I got it because of this 6-hour thing. This one I hear it works great, but like majority of my gigs are 3-4 hours. But if they want a 5th hour, I want to make sure that these last, you know, for 5 hours. I don't want my speaker just cutting off, you know, just when I'm playing. Like, let's say I'm into 4.5 hours of the session, the gig, and all of a sudden just cuts off. I don't want that. I want something to last me. So, I mean, these right here great, works great. And what I like about these also is that it has a USB here, so you could charge them like this, without the case, or with the case. This one right here doesn't have that option. This one right here, there's no USB connections on them. If you look at it, there's no USB. Nowhere. So you need the case for this one, you know, and it has 2 little charging things right here on the bottom. You just put it right in just like that, and it starts charging. And as soon as it's done charging, the little light turns off. So when you put it away, go to your next gig, just put it in like that, and it's charged. This one, you have to snap it in, stick it in and snap it, and then it'll start charging. And this one I hear is mono, this is stereo. See that? The price, this is what, 93 bucks? I think I'll show 93. 93 bucks, this one's 150. So you pay 50 bucks more. What I like about this one has that radio, the cable tone, that it allows you to, it replicates a cable. This one I hear, I was looking at it, it says, the description, let's go to the description. Is there a description? It says the appearance is closer to the cable. So it's pretty loud. That's why you get the hissing. And they said that is, I was comparing them last night. I didn't hear no difference. With this one right here, there is a difference. You have to turn it up a little bit more gain, just a little more gain. Turn it up with this one. But besides that, this one I hear, I think it has a little bit of, I think this one has more highs, a little bit more highs, but it's close enough. It sounds good. I like this one. This so far so good. This one, if the hissing goes away, this one here sounds beautiful, but I might have to send these one back because of the hissing. I'm gonna see if the other one makes a difference, you know. I'm gonna see if it makes a difference with the hissing. But today I'm gonna test them out and see if it lasts 6 hours. If it lasts 6 hours and I can get rid of the hissing, this might be a winner. And I like the way it just tells you where to plug it up. You plug it up to the straight up speaker, and you play this, plug it up to your instrument. That's pretty cool. This one I hear has a, I guess it's supposed to transmit the signal over. And this one right here is supposed to receive it, or I don't know, let me see. Oh no, this one right here, transmit. This transmit the signal. I figured the antenna was transmitted. And this one's the receiver. This should do the same thing, put a little speaker and a little, so you have an idea where to plug it up. But, you know, usually, you know, just remember that it's supposed to transmit and it's supposed to be receiving. So the speaker's receiving the signal and the sound is transmitted. So this goes to your instrument, this goes to your speaker. But so far so good. Like I said, it's just loud. It hiss. The gain is too loud. Let's turn it on. This one has channels where it has 5 channels. This one I hear automatic connects to your device. As soon as you plug it up, it scans and look for a signal, and it syncs up right away. This one I hear, if you have one on channel, you have to have them in the same channels. So you have the power button right here. What is this? Nothing. Or maybe this is where the USB goes in. Because there's a little light right there. Just a little light right there. What is this? I gotta look into it. Let's see. I think that's a little light. Anyways, right now I just turned it on. Hold it for a second. Right here it has your power. It tells you how much power you have left on your battery. And then you go to your channel. So this one's set on channel 1, this is on channel 2. What you do, you just hit it twice. And then you go up the channels. So this one's set up on 2, so I put it on 2. And that's it. That's it. This one I hear is automatic sync. Turn on the power, hold it for a few seconds. It's looking for it to sync up. As soon as it sync up, it turns green. Just hit power on. And then you green right there, green is go. So the one that's on the receiver, this one it has a tone, this one has a mute. So you have a mute right here. So you can mute it. So this is on your instrument, which should be my mixer. You can mute it. And then over here, you can change it to cable tone by holding it for a few seconds. Oops. Maybe just push it once. Yeah. And it turns like a yellowish color, and then you're on cable tone. This is right here. This right here, when you keep it like this, it's supposed to go to 100 feet. When you put it on cable tone, it's 20 feet. So let's turn it off. Yeah, this one I hear. But I wish, another thing that I kind of wish is that oh, I know why the little LED's there for. Duh. I'm so dumb. I was wondering what's this LED for. The LED's for when you charge it. You put it in, now the LED comes on. And then when it's finished charging, it turns off. But I kind of wish this would stay on so you could see when you're running low on juice on your battery. So they got 2 different designs. You have a long little skinny one, and you have this one that's a little different. So far, I like these. I like these so far, but the only thing I don't like about it is the 5 hours. If I could get it longer, that'd be sweet. But I do want to get another pair because I do want to make the other speaker completely off the wires, completely wireless and powerless. Well, with the battery. I just got a new battery. See, I got the red one right there. This one is going to power that one. The other battery, I think I'm charging it up. No, I have it right here somewhere. The other one's going to power this one. And then I got this to power my lights. And then I got my other one to power my system. That's if I want to split them up. But if I don't, if I want to have them next to me right here, like let's say I'm DJing, I have the speaker next to me, then I won't do it like that. I'll just hook it up to the main battery. But if I want to split them, you know, kind of separate them. The reason why I separate them at the house gig, because the yard was pretty big. And if I were to have them next to me, the sound is more in the middle. And I don't want that. I want the sound to be a little bit more spread out. So I had to spread out the speakers a little bit more. That's the reason why I did it. And if you're wondering what I'm talking about, let's go to my gig and I'll show you. Hold on, let me pause it and I'll show you. All right, this one I was talking about. The way I have the speaker in my system, the way I have the speaker kind of far away is because the yard was pretty big, so I want to split up my speaker. I want to give them so it could spread out, the sound could spread out. I was thinking about since, because I didn't know what was going on with the gig, I'm not sure what was happening. So I was thinking about putting this one right next to that bar when it first started off the gig. Hold on, let me show you. Let's back it up. If I could back it up. I guess I can back it up. Let it play. It's going to repeat anyways. You can hear that wind. See, right here. I could have put the speaker over there. And then I got wires right here to this speaker. So that's the one I wanted to make completely wireless too. But if not, it's no big deal. But this one I heard last night when I was testing it, I kind of, when I was connecting the speaker, not the speaker, the battery, when I was connecting the battery to it, I had the battery in my hand and I walked past this and I heard some interference. So that might be a problem. Like, let's say people walking in front of the speaker with their phones, it's going to pick up and it's going to make some interference. So that's not good. This one I heard so far, I haven't heard anything yet. I'm walking around with my stuff, you know. I haven't heard any kind of interference. So far, this is a winner. When I have it on cable tone, I haven't put on the other kind of mode. But so far, no interference with my my DMX Go. This gig right here was had this hooked up to it, and there was no interference with my DMX Go. The DMX Go worked fine. I didn't have no interference. So I'm testing all this stuff out. So far, this is a winner so far. But besides that, it's just a 6 hours. If I could get 6 hours off of this. 5 hours is good. 5 hours is beautiful. But I just want 6 hours. Everything I'm pushing for 6 hours for everything. The batteries, everything I want 6 hours. And that one gig I did, the house party, this one I hear. You know, you guys always wondering what gig I'm talking about. When it started raining, this one I hear. How many of you guys watched this one? When I was doing this gig was from 6 o'clock to midnight. And I was looking at my battery, and it has on the bottom, it tells me how many hours I have left. And it gives the calculations on depending on the power you're pulling. It gives you a calculation. But it's kind of tricky with the sound, because the sound that goes up and down depends what kind of songs you're playing to go up and down. So I can't really get a accurate number. So when I first started off the gig, I think it told me, let me see if I recorded on here. I don't know if I recorded on here how much hours I have. I think it should work out. It's nice and cool. It's not in the hundreds. It's showing 80, 90. I'm not sure if I recorded when I, how much hours. Hopefully the rain doesn't mess things up. I see lightning still. But anyways, let me see. I can't remember if I recorded how much hours the battery had when it started. But when I plug up all my system up and I start testing it, it tells me, when I first began, it tells me you have 8 hours left or whatever. Then I start playing music. And then from there, the numbers start going down and down and down. And I remember seeing when I was at 10 o'clock mark, when it was 10 o'clock, I had 2 hours left. And I remember I checked it, and I believe it showed 2 hours. Let me see. I don't know if I can find it, but I don't think I'm going to find it. I have to watch the whole video to see it. But I don't know, I remember it was that kid. Oh, here it is. Let's see. Let's see if I say anything. Let's turn it up. And that's the thing why, for the other guys say that I was panicking and this and that. I'm not really panicking. I'm just recording. This is like a record for me to know. Like I said, it's hard to get the calculating number when you're playing off a speaker because it goes up and down. It might tell you 5 hours, then all of a sudden it say 3 hours, and then all of a sudden it say 6 hours. You have 6 hours left. So it's kind of hard, you know. So let's see. I think I recorded right here. It's coming up. I seen the battery. I made a comment. Oh, the last gig, the battery, here it is.
All right, it is 9:43. It's over at midnight.
See, I got 2 hours left.
2 more hours, and the battery has 3 hours left.
See, he said 3 hours left.
Pushing it 3 hours, and it's dead.
So right there, you can see it. It says 3 something. I see 3 hours and 60, 3.6. So I have 3 hours, almost 4 hours. See, I could have ran it, but me, I started panicking. Like, it shows plenty of time. It's like here at the house, when I see it, it starts blinking. And then it goes for another 30 minutes before it's dead. So I'm like, I could have made 6 hours. So the battery, 2 speakers, and I was playing everything on this gig. I was playing English and Spanish. If it would have been hip hop, that'd have probably be a different story. I probably would have drained that sucker quick. Because I remember I played this one song that had super bass. And let me give you an example. I can't remember from the top of my head, but let's say I played that song first. It says I have 5 hours left. And then I played that song, and then all of a sudden it went down 3 hours left. And then when that song finished, it went back up to 5 hours. So that song was pulling super, super bass. Imagine if I played so many songs like that, similar to that, that battery would have been drained. So it depends on the music you play.
I'm probably going to make it. I'm at 34%. Still going strong. Still going strong on the battery. But that's when I heard power of my lights. I'm at 57%.
That one right there, that battery here is 500 watts. And those lights are 100 watts. So that's an easy calculation. It's only 5 hours. And then after that, it's dead. It's dead after 5 hours. And what I like about these gigs, I don't turn on my lights so it gets dark. So at this gig right here, it got dark around 8 o'clock. So that's 4 hours right there. You know, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So, you know, as soon as it started getting dark. But let's say if it got dark at 5 o'clock and I have to, and the gig is over at midnight. This won't do it. It won't make it. It won't make it. That's 5 all the way to midnight. That's 6 hours. That sucker will be dead. Probably 5.5 hours, but then it'll be dead. Because I think I could go a little bit more than 5 hours. So it'll be dead. But that's fine though. The only thing that would die would be my moving heads. The what you call those? The Rockville Best Part 60s will still be on, but the moving heads will be dead. So, you know, I don't know. So I just wanted to just talk about my this little gadgets right here. I like them. I just don't like the hissing. So I'm just gonna test out the 6 hours. Of the 6 hours, if it could pull 6 hours, I gotta decide. See, the thing I don't like about the hissing is when I turn my music up so loud, then the hissing is going to be super loud. It's just white noise, you know, like let's say I'm not talking, then people are going to hear that coming out of the speakers. You won't hear it when the music is playing, but when it's silent, dead silent, is like I said, it gives you 3 decibels if it's below 50 hertz. Is it below 50 hertz? I can't remember. I think it would be below 50 hertz. It was giving you 3 extra decibels. So if it's quiet, that's what I'm guessing.
Oh, now we're talking a level 32 battleship.
That's what I'm guessing. Right here, where it says frequency below 50 hertz is not attenuated. So it's not reduced. Because I looked up that word. It says reduced. I don't know. I don't want to get these ones and then making the same hissing noise and I return it back. That'd be two I returned back. And I don't know if Amazon like that. You keep returning the product back, you know. But if you're not happy with the product, you know, what can you do, right? You have your 30 days to test them out. So let me test out the hours. And if it's more than 6 hours, if it's 8 hours, 7 hours, then I'm gonna probably send these back and try the other ones that does reduce it by 3 decibels. Because that, man, that's a lot of gain right there. I don't want that. And plus, when I return this back, I'm just gonna make that comment that it's making hissing noise. I'm gonna see if anybody else is getting the same problem. I'm gonna read the reviews and see. I'll probably even make a comment saying I'm hearing a lot of hissing. Is that normal? And see what they say. And if it is, I'm gonna just return it back and just say it's making a lot of hissing. I don't like it. But besides that, see right here, you can ask a question. So I'm gonna just say it's making a lot of hissing noise, white noise. See if anybody else have that same problem. But so far, these right here is a winner. And if I don't get no hissing, this might be a winner. But I also gotta test check and see if it gets a lot of droppage. So to do that test again, I'm gonna plug it up, walk around with some electronic device like my phone, walk in front of it, maybe put my phone next to it. Maybe I'll turn these two on together and see what will happen. Because I do want to turn these on together and see if there'll be any interference. But with this one, if I order another one, I'm also going to do the same thing. I want to make sure that I don't get, these two won't interfere with each other. My next gig is coming up. It's going to be in a bar. So, and I got to find out how many hours. I think they want 5 hours. And if it's 5 hours, I won't use these at all. I use the regular cables because I don't want, like I said, I don't want my stuff just shutting off just out of nowhere. And I plugged up my battery to this. I want to see if it works while it's charging, and it didn't work. And I was hoping it did. See, I bought a little small battery right here, the little battery. So once you plug it up here, it just charges and it turns off. And I was hoping this turned on, still stayed on. Watch, hold on, let me grab it and show you. So this is where I was going to do it. I was going to have this battery plugged up to that to give me more power. But when you turn this on, let me see, it turns green. But then it turned back to red. So I think the red is to show you that it's getting charged. See? And it's supposed to turn orange if it's in cable tone, so you see that it's not turning orange. See, it's not even changing colors. So yeah, it's just charging and that's it. Once it's charged, it turns off. It doesn't give you the option to turn it back on. And that's what I was hoping, that it did turn back on. Then I could just plug it up to a battery like that and just have it plugged up, and this is whatever to last me all day. But that didn't work. That was my plan. So this is my second option. I'm gonna test this out. If it works, 6 hours, I'm gonna see. Test it tonight. I'm gonna let the music play, time it, let it run for 6 hours and see what happens. Like I said, I don't like this one. There's a few things I don't like about this one, that you cannot charge it like this. So once the case is done, you damage your case. Let's say if I drop my case, these are useless now. There's no way you could charge them. You know, you need the case to charge them. This one I have an option. I could charge them like this, or I could just take my little case that I have right here. You know, or you could stick them in here, and then you just charge them. Like I said, the way you put them in, you bend it like this. This is the way I do it. I bend it like this first, and then stick it in, and then you could slam it in. You hold it in the back, and then you drop it down. And then see the way it's not charging first. Just a carrying case. Watch this. As soon as you push that button in the front, that's when it starts charging. didn't charge. So it does a little bit more than this one. This one, you just put it in and boom, it starts charging. This one, you could just use it for your you know, to just store it. You could put it to store it. Let me see if it turns off. No, it doesn't turn off. Oh well, yeah. But when it is off, you have the option to just put it in there and then just put it away, or you could charge them. This one, you don't have that option. You just put it in and boom, that's it. It's charging automatic. You know, this one, you could plug it up to the USB, charge it when this case is dead. This one, you can also plug it up to USB. See, like right now, it looks like one light indicator is going dead. And this one right here shows that the same thing. One light indicator look like it's dying. So far, this is a winner. This is a winner. So far, see, it has a little thing right here where you have your USB, and this USB has a 2. That's another thing what I like about it. Let me bring it out. I think it has 2. What I mean by 2, it has a little octopus thing. If I could get it out, see, has 2. So you have the option to just plug it up or just plug one, charge the case, or plug these 2 individually. So far this is the winner. This one I have to still test. The hissing, no hissing. I'm gonna do the interference test and the hissing test. I'm gonna plug this right next to it and see what happens. So there's quite a few tests I gotta do before I decide. But I'm out. Peace.